I think I know what's gonna happen now. Since
How long had Basim been planning this treachery?
I dare not guess. Gods! Am I to be hounded by a parade of blood-minded traitors the whole of my life? There is no end to this.
You have something you want to say? Then say it.
I need some time to breathe. Let me sit a moment.
his body's gonna stay there until the real world Layla and that visit him or whatever. Like, he's gonna stay there, his body, and somehow he's gonna revive and come in the real world. Somehow, dude. He's still alive but in darkness, so...
That man's anger, his rage, it had a familiar sting that I cannot place.
He was raving, Sigurd. Without sense or reason. Pay it no mind.
No, you've seen by now.
Not mad,
you should
Eivor.
know. Yeah, what
These
the fuck?
things I see and feel, I know they are
You
true.
should know by now. Look where you are.
Brother, now more than ever, you always spoke true. We should cast our eyes towards home. It's a long journey and I... not well.
Home. Eivor. On our journey here, I had much time to think. On the ecstasies and the agonies of our friendship. I am not the man I was. My time as the Jarl of our clan has run short. You must lead us now.
Do you mean this?
When Dag called you out and challenged you to a duel, you let him die with honor, in spite of his betrayal.
Oh, these are the
He felt
choices
was
we
right,
made.
And I honored that.
I recall our days in Osenifordshire, our search for the Saka Stone. You disagreed with my orders, but you followed them. You questioned my methods, my aims, but you did not disobey. And when I passed judgment on Holger, you let my sentence lie. Though I knew you disagreed, the look on your face said all. And I remember and admire the way you guided us from Norway to England. You kept my anger in check, my ambitions focused.
It was a trying time.
In all my days away, in my fog of confusion, you have shown great wisdom and strength and leadership. Where you go, Eivor, I will follow. Our clan is yours to lead.
Thank you, brother. I won't let you down.
You have a stormy look.
Years ago, before we left for England, I saw a vision. A vision that foretold a betrayal. That I would betray you. I refused to believe it. I would never do such a thing, I told myself. But in the years since, I have robbed you of your dreams. Of England. Of Valhalla. If you feel I have wronged you, brother, I will make it right.
We cannot unweave our fates, Eivor. All is laid before us, from the day we are born. To be angry at this would be like wrestling the ocean. A pointless struggle.
We two ragged ravens. What a saga we have inscribed together.
A tale for the ages.
Brother's Keeper, as it was foretold. Complete prophecy storyline. Man, dude, that's sick, dude. So you actually gave leadership to us? Oh, we're back in real world now. Okay. Okay.
Bex, I'm coming out.
So now we actually go to the
Steady,
site in real life.
Were you watching my feed? What the hell was all that?
I think that was the solution to our problem.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Desmond.
Desmond, what about him?
What, is he gonna fucking come back to life or some shit?
He was just a bartender before he joined
Oh,
us.
or is he just gonna talk about the
Not even a
past?
very good one. That's when he learned his real purpose. He was like I don't know, like a singularity, you know? A vanishing point. All of human history seemed to converge on him.
In 2012, the sun threw off a mass coronal ejection so large, it should have wrecked all life on Earth.
I remember. I worked at Abstergo then.
It was Desmond who saved us. He knew how to stop it.
Abstergo claimed credit for that. Something about their satellite network.
That's bullshit. It was Desmond. He pulled the switch that saved the world.
But that switch is still on. Still generating a magnetic field. One that's growing stronger every day.
Oh, okay. That's why all this shit's
The
happening?
temple Eivor found. That's where the field originates.
Exactly.
Ah.
And it's been running for 8 years. Getting stronger and stronger. It'll be dangerous now. Heat, radiation.
Doesn't matter. We have to fix it. Shut it down.
No, no, no. Slow it down. It's still protecting us.
All of this is starting to make sense. Everything I've done. Everything I've learned.
Okay.
It led me here to this moment.
I mean, this has got nothing to do with the staff.
You'll need the staff for this one.
Oh, okay.
Protection.
Well, okay,
Otherwise,
I guess
you won't make it past the first gate.
Right, of course.
not. Okay.
Okay,
I was gonna say, like, how the hell
I'm
did you
ready.
come to that conclusion?
Okay. I'll pack the van.
But I guess it makes sense now. Yeah, the staff can keep
And
her
I'll
alive
contact
as
our ship.
she goes through.
It can be in Boston Harbor by tomorrow night.
thanks, Bex. Thanks for keeping it steady in there.
You surf this thing better than anyone I know.
That's not true, is it?
Well, nearly. Be careful out there. And come back in one piece.
Thanks, Bex.
Alright, where's Sean? She's usually over here, but she's walking away, then he's walking somewhere else. So does that mean Eivor, like, lives his rest, like, some of his life here at the end of his life? I can't imagine he would do anything except, you know, leave, like, do anything except stay at Ravenstorp. What the fuck? She's in here now? What the fuck?
Thanks for keeping it steady. Thanks, Bex.
Where's Shawnee? Where's good old Shawnee boy? Sean, hello. He's not up there. He's not over. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Did I just walk right past him before?
I'm ready.
It's a long way to Beantown. Hop in.
Okay. Dude, this has been a friggin' great stream, dude, for like Assassin's Creed lore and story. Oh, we're here. This is sick. So then we use the staff to like
Sean, I'm here.
shut it down or slow it down.
Your signal's already a little wobbly. Are you inside?
Not yet, but there's 100 feet of ice above me.
All right. We may lose touch when you push through, so remember what we talked about. Watch your meters carefully, for radiation especially, and keep the staff close.
Got it.
Standing by.
Zawaho en nakwat. Unsme borturwan di guarde. Ul solos fras hunakudide. Unzum huraz desderehaz. Zohumsi.
See, it'd be so cool if that, like, I'm sure someone in the community, like a group, translated that.
Not cut the machine off. Slow it down. The field it generates, but still protect the Earth.
I hear you.
I wonder what it says. I wonder, like, the community have already
elevator
figured
still
out how
works.
to
75,000
translate it.
years. What's another millennium or two?
getting hotter already.
Yes, by our reckoning, it's gonna go up by about 16 degrees Celsius.
How does it draw so much power?
Tectonics is our best theory. The movements of the Earth's crust, the churning lava beneath. Huge source of energy.
That's tech humans should have. Energy, not pieces of Eden.
Well, when all this is over, we can get a startup going, you know? Get a little workspace, buy a van, just the three of us.
Shit, you're breaking up, Sean.
Say that again, please.
Oh my god.
Forget it. I'll call you when I'm topside.
Is Bassam there?
Try calling us when you're topside. Something like that.
Here we go.
Is Bassam there? And what's the name isn't there either? Scala, or whatever her name was. Dude, this is sick.
There you are. You're working overtime. Must have collapsed when the ice melted. Whoa! Steady. Pool of water from all that melted ice.
Uh-huh. Dude, this is kind of cool as well. It really reminds me of the DLCs. Atlantis DLC. Like, just the red kind of aesthetic reminds me of, like, Hades.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
Yeah, I'm worried about Bassam, dude. I'm sure he's still here somehow. Or, like, something's gonna happen, right? Because there's no way that he's like, you know, that story kind of just ended. Because he's still in the simulation. He didn't fully die. It's just like, he's like in a coma. That's a risk. That's a risque jump right there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I fuck up completely? Oh my god, I did. I was meant to go down. I was meant to go... Oh my god, I'm a fool. King Trophy, how's it going, dude? Did you just say that? You came in at the bloody perfect time, didn't you? I thought I had to go down, dude. I don't know why. Oh my god. Literally start from the start. All those anomalies, boys. It's trained me for this moment. All those anomalies of climbing around has trained me for this friggin... Oh, dude. Man, you should have been here like an hour or two ago. When I was like... talking about so much like AC lore and like wicking things. And like talking about all the different stuff. Yeah, man, I'm for sure. I think there's definitely going to be. There's definitely more to Bassam. There's definitely more to. I'm glad I got the good ending though, because all that stuff that Sigurd was saying, that we let Dag die with pride, and we already listened to Sigurd's orders and all that sort of shit. It's like recapping all the good decisions, you know. So that's kind of cool. So that kind of like closes up that story thread, although I don't know what Sigurd's going to be. Is he just going to be like our second in command? I don't know.
Why would anyone want to end their life here? Unless they felt it was just beginning.
Done a lot today? Nice, yeah. Here we go.
After 1,000 years? You know?
I didn't want to craft a dialogue, god damn it. Anyway, oh well. Yeah, I've done a lot of story today.
It's just like the endless. It's just like the Animus.
No! You idiot. Of course you dropped the bloody... You dropped the one thing that's keeping you alive.
This is Eivor's Valhalla. Or a simulation of it.
Yeah.
So what am I looking for?
I done,
I know it when I see it.
I didn't necessarily do a lot today, but I just done a lot of story stuff. I finished Winchester with the King stuff with King Alfred, and then I thought I had to do Hamptonshire next, but I didn't. So I went back to Randvi. Then Sigurd told me to go to Norway. Went there, talked with Storbjorn,
Something feels
and then
off.
all this stuff.
What is this?
Oh shit, okay. Verdani, Skald. Oh yeah, the Fate Weavers.
Are you doing this? Are you pushing this machine to its limit?
So here we went, in fealty to our master.
To our master, huh?
Who's your master? Is he here?
Oh. Told you. He's living in
They
a simulation.
flatter me. I am only a guest in their world. A world spun of wishes and hopes.
Basim, you sent the message. You led us to Eivor's grave.
Yes. A hopeful message, was it not?
How? You've been trapped here for a millennium. Eivor put you here.
Indeed. But I'm not alone in this place. Not always. I have a friend who helps me. Together, we read the calculations.
Alethea?
After we located Eivor's probable resting place, I contacted you. Through the digital lasses that enwebs this earth like a spider's nest. In our
Or
day,
Juno.
all the world was connected like this. A superorganism of technology. The staff you carry, the temples you have visited, all of it speaks as one. May I show you something?
I imagine you can do anything you want in this place.
Not as much as you might think. I am tethered to my body in a most uncomfortable way.
But you can slow this machine down. You know how it works.
Yes. We'll do it together. For another
Oi,
catastrophe
sus.
is near at hand. This node of time has an ugly way of correcting itself. Go ahead.
You're a hard man to trust. You must know that.
You're not obliged to trust me. But this is all I can offer.
God damn it.
Look at him smirked, bro.
Silence, Udur. Verdandi. Skald. Be at ease. Your day of rest has come.
Oh, this is... Is this the machine? Like this, like the... Is this like a supercomputer type of thing?
Is it done? Basim! Where are you? What is that?
Holy shit balls, what the fuck? Yeah, is this like Yggdrasil?
Wipe everything. Run it again.
Who's the person that helps him? Is it like
No. Wipe.
subject 16 maybe? Is it possible? Or Desmond? Oh god, I don't know, man. There's so many possibilities. Holy shit. Desmond touched the orb.
Layla. Hello.
Doesn't sound like him.
You know me?
Yes. Through the calculations I read here in the gray.
8 years ago, the odds of your arrival were 15,055,003,276 to 1. As the years passed by, those odds improved, and as of yesterday, near even. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
Who are you? And what is this?
I am the reader of the calculations. All these, possible futures for you and the world outside. I have spent much
Possible
of my
timelines.
life reading these, searching for a way to
New
finish
life.
everything we started so long ago. It begins here. You slow down this machine and save the world, from which point all possible futures expand. Millions upon millions of possible roads. But in every one, another catastrophe recurs. The node collapses and the world is wiped out. The human race dwindles and fades. I must keep looking. I must find the solution for you. I must leave you with something.
This node. This is right now where I slow down this machine?
Yes. I start all my calculations from this point. The only thing I know for certain.
That seems limiting.
How do you mean?
What if you went back further, to 2012 when Desmond saved the world?
Oh.
Desmond.
What if he didn't save the world? What if he walked away and let the world burn? Look at those timelines. Read them instead.
I see. An interesting idea. Fascinating. Billions upon billions of new timelines to explore.
Exactly. These are timelines that never came to pass, but they could have. If Desmond
Right.
had let the world be destroyed, maybe the humans that survived would have learned something from the disaster. And maybe in one of those timelines they could have found a way to prevent it from happening ever again.
That is brilliant. How did you come to...
Okay, I know exactly how this works. In the explanation, in not only Odyssey, but in the laptop that's here, that in the office, or in the whatever the shack that they've got, plus her animus is special in the sense that the whole thing with multiple choice that comes into play is that the animus can simulate the reality, simulate the past. And even if the choice is different and not the actual factual past, if the choice is different, that leads into a different direction, a different timeline, that animus is unique and powerful enough that it can calculate and simulate that line and that timeline, that way, that direction of events, right? So it's not that you're changing the past. The past has always been the same, but by making a different decision, like in Odyssey or you know, in whatever like the game is, by changing the decision, it leads to a different timeline, leads to a different, you know, events that are happening, right? And through that, the animus can calculate and simulate the future based on those choices, right? It can calculate, I don't know, you know, however it does it, supercomputer type stuff, based on, you know, it can assume what people's choices. It can assume who's gonna, you know, get together and who's gonna, you know, have kids, and who's gonna choose what, and who's gonna, you know, have ambition or whatever. Like whatever choices that people make, can calculate all those different possibilities, right? So what her idea is here is the same thing that her animus does, is that by going back in time to 2012, it's not that she wants like anything to happen with Desmond. It's not the possibility of changing that. You can't change it, right? It's not that Desmond is going to come back alive, at least I think anyway. It's nothing like that. It's more of this along the lines of, by going back in time and doing what she's saying and predicting a future of what if he did leave the world to burn, what would have happened then, and what would have happened next, and eventually, if you get to a timeline, if you get to a point where they figured out something and that you know, the humans succeeded and survived, right, in that timeline, what is that timeline and what happened? And then you can backtrack back and find, like, along the way what happened for them, you know, what they did or what they learned in that timeline. Basically, it's just all like a simulation to find the correct path and then try and merge our path with that path to like succeed, right? So it's not as opposed to like, let's go back to this point so we can go to the correct path. It's like our path is here, and this is the correct path here, and you can't figure it out from this point onwards because it all leads to the bad timelines. But from this time, this is the correct timeline, and it's on this point down here, with this point, not this point. But by figuring out this point, this where you succeed, you can learn something and then try and push our timeline towards that point and actually succeed. Oh man, it makes so much sense now. Like, I just from reading all the laptop stuff and like understanding how her animus works and how like all the multiple choice, like the excuse that they kind of made for that shitty game Odyssey, but it all makes sense now.
That idea.
If you spend too much time narrowing down what's possible, you may never give another thought to the improbable.
Thank you for your insights, Layla.
I want to know
It's
who
only
this
the
person
beginning.
is.
We have a lot of data to sift through.
Are you staying?
Until we find something useful, I will. I don't want this to happen ever again.
You may not have much time, Layla. The machine is powered down, but the radiation, it will linger for decades. By my calculations, you have 73 seconds before your exposure is lethal.
I'm not worried. I have the Staff of Eden. It heals and protects.
No. You do not.
You dropped it, you fool.
What? How? Of course.
Of course.
Fuck. All right.
Well,
Find a
Basim
solution
stole it.
together. However long it takes. And if that means I can never leave, so be it. I owe this to the people I hurt. The people
She's
I
going
love.
to sacrifice herself to keep herself in the
I know the feeling.
in the simulation to figure out the
Let's
answer.
get going, huh? A few billion timelines might take a while.
It will. But it will not feel like it. That is what I like about this place.
Figuring out all the timeline is interesting. And Basim came out right. But when we touched it, now he's got immortal life or got healed. There we go. Wait. Yep, Basim. Told you.
I'm with you.
Oh, it is Alethea, dude.
It worked perfectly, my dear.
This is what I figured out.
Is the mad one here?
Anger Boda is Alethea.
Only we remain.
And Layla?
The air of memories fulfilled her role perfectly. Now then, a new world awaits.
So ultimately that was a bad thing? I don't know.
I had a choice. And I chose to stay. You'll wonder where I am. You might wonder if I am. I don't know how to answer that. But I'm not afraid. And I'm not alone. We have work to do. Work that may take us days or years. It's impossible to say. But we'll finish it. What I mean is, don't come looking for me. It's too dangerous and too late. Take care of yourself. Take care of the world we still have. And take care of...
You see, she's fine. In a manner of speaking.
Wow, look at him,
manner of
dude.
speaking. Jesus, we have to find her.
You heard her. She doesn't want to be rescued.
Bullshit.
In any case, there's nothing left to save. Not after this long.
Because of you. You left her there.
much I know I'm in the same situation.
No, no, you're in a class all your own, man.
We're assassins now, not hidden ones.
From the Arabic, Hashishin.
Ah. And do we have a mentor? Is that still the practice?
We do.
Name?
William Miles.
William Miles. I'd like to meet William Miles. Would you bring him to me?
We can call him. Encrypted line. You can talk to him right now.
No technology. Face to face. A meeting of minds.
I don't fucking trust this guy, bro.
It's time to take the fight to these Templars, as you call them.
Although I like that idea.
I won't go anywhere, my friends. Your animus is in good hands.
How much do you know?
My dear, we invented such things long, long before you did. I'll figure it out.
So it's technically Loki and Basim in one, right? So he knows about the assassin order and he knows about the Isu. But is he technically an Isu though? He's not really an Isu, right? He's just like got the memories of an Isu in a human physical body.
It's a nice place to die, Eivor. Not everyone gets to choose. You bested me. I don't know how, but you did. Yet, I'm the one left standing. And now, I can take from you anything I want. Your memories, your skills, your secrets. They're all mine. And when I have them, I will put them to good use. To find my children. And bring my family back together.
Oh my god, we're playing as him now? Holy shit, I don't know whether oh my god, what the fuck, dude? I don't know what to... I mean, is Basim and Loki technically a good guy? Like, I don't know. Maybe he is.
A quiet place to find an end. I almost envy you.
Give me a second. Oh man, that's freaking it's insane, dude. I know what to do now, man. Are we gonna play as Basim in the next game? That could be really interesting.
Hello, little fella.
Is it stuck or what? I'm not sure what I'm meant to be doing here. Dude, this is actually crazy, bro. We're actually, like, playable. Basim is actually playable. I don't know what to call him. Basim or Loki, dude? I guess he's more Basim, right? Than, I mean, I don't know. I know where I'm supposed to be going. Am I meant to go back into the Animus, I guess? But then who will I take control of now? I mean, I guess the Animus... No, I don't need... it doesn't need to be my DNA, that's right. Yeah, going Animus? Yeah, let me check this first.
Is it wishful thinking to believe this device has a thought interface? Do I really have to use my hands and voice?
Fuck now, Bassett. Bloody... Use the damn laptop. Mr. 400 IQ over here. Okay. From Rami to Layla. It's been months, I'm already sick, we all are, and like an idiot, I'm covering for you again. Baba, sorry I haven't heard from you since winter, and I told him you were on another research trip, this time in Amazon. Fucking Amazon. Even my own lies sound flimsy when I typed them out. Man. So now Rami Hassan is her brother. New recording.
You'll wonder where I am. You might wonder if I am. I don't know how to answer that.
See outside the bench first?
But
Okay.
I'm not afraid. And I'm not alone. We have work to do. Work that may take us days or years. It's impossible to say. But we'll finish it. What I mean is, don't come looking for me. It's too dangerous and too late. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the world we still have. And take care of...
Man, it's crazy to think that like Basim and Alethea, like Loki and Alethea were a couple, and they said it worked perfectly. Like the whole plan.
Magical.
This guy's sarcastic like responses are gonna annoy the shit out of me. Like, so the whole Alethea thing in DLC of Odyssey, is that all just part of the plan? Like, that was all part of the plan to eventually come here, right, and revive us?
Ah, the wonderful smell of wood smoke. I'm glad some things never change.
Is this the bench you're talking about, or is it up there? Is it up to, is it this bench? It's not really a bench, but...
Beautiful.
What, is there something supposed to happen? Try again. Is something supposed to happen here? Yes or no? Because I can just Google it. Am I meant to like just wait here? Maybe. Just an Easter egg thing. I have to do it after the Animus. Okay. I was trying to Google something, but nothing really came up. I know the squirrel's a possible Easter egg to the god, the squirrel god. In, yeah, see, there you go. In friggin' Jotunheim, whatever. There's nothing else, we've already been to the body, right? So there's nothing there. So in the end, Loki gets the last laugh, dude. Like, this is probably a bad thing, right? Like, he wants to meet William. Like, I understand how... Like, what his purpose is. Because... I mean, technically, we don't really have Juno anymore because she got killed in the comics.
Invited to John and Judy's wedding, taking place this November, Village Chapel. That would be interesting.
I guess, is Bassam the new bad guy now since Juno got killed, like... In, like, the previous games and in the comics, she actually had a body and was killed by an assassin, so I guess there's probably nothing...
Non-empathic art? That's rather dull.
There's probably nothing left in terms of besides the Templars, but I feel like the Templars are enough, dude. They pretty much rule the place. We haven't really had a significant... Okay, there's truly nothing here, so... Like we haven't made a significant, like, stride in the war for a very long time.
Tools or instruments of torture? Or both?
Fucking Bassam. What are you going to say about the radio? Okay, nothing. Alright. Got the staff.
Hold tight, love. A new world has opened to us. Once I get my bearings, there is nothing we cannot achieve.
Alright, nothing else around here. Okay. I don't know where... I guess they went to get William, right?
The bleeding effect shouldn't take long to kick in. A few days at most. So here we go.
So he wants it to kick in, huh? So he wants Eivor's personality. Oh, no. That makes sense to what he said with the bones. He can take anything, his skills, his memories. So he can take that through the bleeding effect now. That makes sense. So he can also attain almost anything, everything that Eivor is. Even memories. Right? So he's essentially got the memories of both Bassam and Eivor. He's like a coalition of bloody... So many people, man. Loki to Bassam to Eivor.
Steady, Eivor.
Oh, King Choppy also, I saw the Easter egg with Reda. How he's like, I got a letter from Bayek, and it's been a long time since I've seen him. Apparently Reda is like immortal. Like, that was in like, in Egypt. It was like 8340 BC.
Welcome home.
And this era is like 8th century, like 800s. So Reda apparently has lived for like almost 900 years. Which is nuts. Don't know much about him. Yeah, he's in Origins. Yeah, look at the wiki. There's only like 3 paragraphs on him. Apparently he's somehow survived all this time. As simple as that. Like, there's no explanation. So I guess he's somehow like immortal.
Feast, it seems.
Or maybe he has like a piece of Eden that keeps him alive.
Sit a moment and rest.
Sigurd.
For me.
Alright, nice splashes with our feet there. Great job. Like, graphics. On point. At least we know it works. I guess it's raining, you know. There's leaks in the roof, you know.
Gift of the gods, you are back.
Safe and standing tall.
Did you find what you were looking for?
We did. We did. But it was not for us.
What is this?
Good ending, dude.
Eivors returned! Inside of the hearth, come!
Dude, I love how this
is no
Sigurd.
longer safe.
Sigurd no longer safe, what? Oh, damn.
Eivor? Randvi? What is this? Is everything alright?
Our Jarl's Kuna has returned to lead us forward into an uncertain future. Will you speak to your people?
I love how Sigurd's taking a step back. I don't know why, but...
For love and joy, words can jade. Our souls must sound in a heartful song. And when... No. You're less mine than I'm yours. And I ask of you only this. Keep me honest in the times to come.
Hearken well in Hall of Kings.
Oh, the song, dude. Back to the start of the game.
My words
Gain wings.
Odin's mead I
Both will bring. For noble deeds thine honor sing.
We meet and blaze our trail of red. Till Odin gazed upon the dead. The voice resound the mighty hall. For those who fight, for those who fall. For those who fight and those who fall. May horns resound the mighty hall. For we who fight, for we who fall.
Wow, it's gonna give me the credits, I guess. Probably. Nope. Okay. Not yet. Maybe you have to do more stuff. Asgard stuff. I mean, we've technically finished the game, right? At this point. Like, going back to Asgard and all that stuff wasn't necessary, but I definitely will. Maybe I have to do the Asgard stuff, King Troppy, before I... What I'll do, I'll make it a mission of mine to, once I finish the game and do the Asgard stuff, I'll go back to the bench. And if something happens, I'll let you know, I guess. Man. Crazy shit. Excuse me.
Sigurd.
Eivor, before you say more, I must tell you something.
Oh shit.
Randvi and I have ended our marriage.
I am sorry to hear that.
Ah, do not be. We adore one another dearly, but our marriage was not built on love. We were brought together as an act of peace. I was pledged to her well before I knew her, and though we have tried to settle our differences and find love in our faults, it has not worked out. And so we have dissolved our bond. Yet as a clan, we will grow together.
And I'm glad for you both, and for the rest of us. This place would not be the same without you two.
So he still doesn't know that we're together, or he still doesn't know that we went on a date or whatever, or that she loves us, or maybe he does know and he's just like fine with it. Any new... Oh, everything turns out well for everyone, huh? Randvi gets us, we get to be the leader, or at least Sigurd steps down more or less. Alright, so do we have to... Show me the
I
alliance
want
map.
to see the alliance.
Alright, Hamptonshire, so I guess we have to wait till the end of the game to do this? Which is kind of weird, but... Alright.
Hamptonshire. The last Saxon stronghold.
Maybe it's like an
And
end
very
game
heavily
part.
guarded. King Alfred is preparing for war. You will meet tremendous resistance.
As will Alfred. Is Guthrum Jarl there with his army?
He is. He and Ubba have gathered a sizable force and intend on launching an attack on Alfred soon. If we support their assault, England will fall to us. A pagan land where a multitude of gods may freely roam.
Yeah, so this is it. This is like the Great War against King Alfred, where we have to get all our allies. I was gonna say, like, where's that been?
And speak with Guthrum. Send word to our allies to gather on the Thames, just outside the Shire.
I will. May the gods share in this, our final victory.
Yep, so, wow, so the whole King Alfred War is like post end of the game? Well, post, I mean, what's really the game here? The Viking, you know, side of it, or the assassin side of it with Basim and that? Because for me, the game's finished. Like,
I want to see the
technically,
alliance map.
whoops, well, I didn't mean to do that. Technically, like, for me, the game, like, that whole stuff with Basim and, you know, and like going back to real world and stuff, that to me was like the ending. Like, that to me is an Assassin's Creed ending. So I consider all this like part of the Viking game now, part of the Viking side, which is not really necessary for me.
Should we take...
No need.
Now Siggy's out of the way, we can get it on! No holds barred, huh? Ah, shit, man, that's awesome. Okay. We're going to stop it here for today. We've done what we need to do. I'm not sure what's left. I do want to go back to Norway, though, and fix
I
stuff.
should go.
Alright, so before I continue,
What see you, old friend?
I want to go speak to Hytham. I want to hand in our skill points. And I actually want to go back to Norway. And we still have an order member to go, right? So I'm guessing this is probably King Alfred. It kind of looks like him. Highly educated, is a Saxon, gives command to Folke. Father must answer to someone above him. What? Father holds a position of power. If one above me will prove or condemn. Think of the father, he exerts great power in many lives, must do live a king. There's no way, who else can this be besides King Alfred? It looks like him. It's hard to see his face, but it's that silhouette for sure. There's no other person it could be. Skill points, mastery points, sorry. 3, alright, make this 15. Anything else that we got that's super interesting, that's we care about? No. Kingdom's End. Wow, is there going to be... Okay, it's just locations. Massive simulation device. Okay, that confirms it. Built by Issa over 75,000 years ago, from what we have seen, it appears this device was one method that Issa used to generate and explore possible futures. So it's basically like an animus, but it does the future, not the past. Futures, alternate realities, and counterfactual histories. With the right input, could generate any sort of reality the user desired. Yeah, so that's where the whole Valhalla shit comes in. So it's basically like a reality generator. And it's used to calculate futures and stuff. That's sick. Alright, I don't think we have any new... I don't know where... Okay, Hytham's right here. Okay.
Hytham.
Shit!
This will be hard to hear. But Basim attacked us in
I
Norway.
skipped the dialogue.
Vengeance for some transgression of ours, imagined or real.
You mean?
You mean you slew him yourself?
Sigurd and I, together. I know this comes as a...
I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing? He loved Sigurd, he loved you.
I do not understand it myself. Perhaps one day we can speak about this with more clarity. But for now, I am deeply sorry.
Then go in peace.
No, I fucking skipped the dialogue. Ugh, idiot.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
God damn it. Okay, let's see what he says.
Eivor, did Basim contact you in Norway? He said he would be joining you. Yet here you are, and I have no word from him.
Hytham, this will be hard to hear, but Basim attacked us in Norway.
Okay. So it's just mentioned about a note or whatever. Okay, good to know. Alright. I think that's it. I kind of want to go back to Norway before I do the Hamptonshire arc, so... Like, I want to go back to Norway and Asgard. Or maybe I should do Asgard first, actually. Maybe I should do Asgard, like, first thing... next stream. And then do Norway. That makes more sense, I think. Alright, we're gonna save it here. Yeah, dudes. Pretty nuts. Let's, Damn it, Steam. Why you gotta do this? Every time, if I press the button twice, then it does that. See? Close game. Alright. So before I leave, something I want to do. And that is... I'll turn off the PlayStation, because I don't need it anymore. Now, before I leave, I want to bring up some things that we can sort of read through together about different things on the wiki, right? So, just before I leave, let's have a look at this, right? So, this is to better understand, I guess, the end of the game. There's some bunch of stuff that I got up here, but Valhalla fixes the franchise's biggest mistake. Subtle course correcting, singular narrative misstep. Is this the... I think this is talking about the multiple choice, right?